Hey family, the Bassman here, live on Capital Jazz TV aboard the 13th annual Capital Jazz SuperCruise. Today I have the pleasure of being joined by a LA native, a sister out of California who truly has a sound of her own filled with grooves that take you to another space and time. Please welcome the lovely Raquel Rodriguez.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm good. I've been having the best time on this cruise. So
First time on the
first time
cruise.
cruiser. I stepped on a cruise ship maybe 15 years ago just to like take a little tour of the maybe downstairs area, but we didn't actually leave the dock or anything.
wow.
And it was maybe 20 minutes. But I've never seen a cruise ship like this inside, and I've never been on a cruise ship like this at all. So it's been a really awesome time. Everybody's been so sweet.
Yes. And you've been enjoying yourself. I've seen you in multiple concerts.
Oh, yeah.
Relaxing, chilling, taking it all in. How's the experience been?
It's been great. I know a couple of the bands on here, and I'm a fan of many of the artists on this cruise. So I feel like I got very lucky being able to not just perform, but just see all of the shows. I feel like I'm going to leave here so inspired and just energetic and excited to make more music after hearing so many artists on this ship.
Yeah, I'm sure it recharges you.
Yeah.
As an artist, being around that kind of energy.
Absolutely.
What's been your favorite performance so far?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think the Layla Hathaway was like one of my favorite performances, and SWV brought me back to like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade.
Wow.
But I feel like my favorite song of the whole ship and cruise ship so far has been Eric Roberson's freestyle about the wrong hole.
Yes.
It was creative.
Yeah. Yes. Eric is one of the best ever to do it.
He's awesome.
Capital Jazz favorite for sure.
Yeah, he's great.
So you tore the house down the other night.
Thank you.
When you opened up for Fantasia.
Yeah, I feel so grateful.
How great was that experience?
You know, I'm an up-and-coming artist, and when Capital Jazz reached out to me for this performance, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, they'll probably put me in a small room. Like I might have a 30-person audience. Like I'll just pick some dance music and we'll just do it. And then we got the schedule and it said the Royal Theater opening for Fantasia. And I'm like, is this our paper? Are they sure they meant to send this to me? This is the biggest room opening for the biggest artist. Like, how did that happen for me? And I feel incredibly lucky and grateful. Like, it's just awesome that I got to do that, because that means a lot for an artist at my level to be able to say, like, I opened for Fantasia. I got to talk to her a little bit. She was super sweet, and I can't say anything else other than how grateful I feel for that.
Well, you've definitely opened up for other star power in your career.
Yeah.
PJ Morton, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I mean, so you get around. So you can definitely hold your own.
Man, we got to open for PJ Morton at the Jazz Cafe in London.
Oh, wow.
And it was sold out before they even booked us for the opening slot, and that show was ridiculous. Like, I've gotten to open for some crazy people, and I feel like I just fangirl. I'm like, don't be cool, don't say anything weird. But I feel like I do get around, but I'm trying to be the headliner.
You're on your way. She is on her way for sure. She has a EP out. It is called 310.
Yeah.
And she's representing 310. You can see her area code on her chain.
Born and raised LA.
Nice.
Yeah.
And your EP is all about LA.
Yeah, I feel like people ask me what the 310 EPs. I actually have two. It's part 1 and part 2 that I released about a year and a half apart from each other. And I have them on double vinyl now, which is super cool because it's kind of the process of my whole growth as an artist. You can kind of hear how I change. Right. But I feel like the reason I called it the 310 is because I grew up in an area, or just in Los Angeles in general. There's so many artists that come to our city to make music, and I feel like I grew up listening to those artists and these artists all from different genres. And in my mind as a young girl, I'm thinking like, oh, that's just the sound of LA. Like, that's just all genres combined are the sound of LA. Right. Like in Nashville you have country, and you know, in New York you have jazz, but in LA I thought it was just everything. And I didn't know what like the LA sound was. So to me the LA sound is just all of those genres and what they meant to me at that time. Like I grew up listening to my mom playing anything from Tower of Power to Garth Brooks to Shaka Khan. Like it was just a range of music. So I didn't understand the difference between genres. I just thought that music was music.
Right.
So the 310 Los Angeles kind of made me the artist that I am. Like I listened to that music, and that music just became who I am. And I don't really pick a genre. I went to USC for jazz.
Okay.
But I sing soul, funk, R&B, like jazz as well, and they all kind of are just not the same to me, but they all kind of blend in, and they all represent me as an artist. And I feel like I kind of just tap into a little bit of each one.
Now, you are of Mexican American descent.
Yes.
How does that play into your music?
It's funny. My dad is from Guadalajara, Mexico, and he came here with his family when he was 4. Or to California, I should say. And he and his family opened up a restaurant in Santa Monica. It's been there for 45 years.
Nice.
So the Latino culture is a very, very strong one in my life. Like I have 36 cousins on my dad's side and 30 something cousins on my mom's side. My parents are one of 13 and one of 9, and it's just a huge family. Like they're huge family, and I feel like I grew up listening to all of my cousins' different kinds of music, and we would go riding down PCH in a lowrider, my brother's lowrider, listening to like Smokey Robinson, and I actually made a cover EP called Sunday's Best with that in mind, because I wanted to pay homage to the Latino culture, or what I thought was Latino culture, riding down PCH, top down in the lowrider, just like bumping all these old school jams, and like Natural High and Always and Forever. So I redid those songs kind of just like the way that they were written. I didn't do anything crazy to them. We recorded it at our studio, Blue Dream Studios, and my partner Sam, he just mixed it like it was that era, and it was a really, really fun project, because to me, Latino culture loves that old school music. That's like what they still bump today, and I feel like that played a huge part in the music I make now. And Latino culture is just, it's a beautiful thing. It's all about family and love and just supporting one another. So I have been supported my entire life with music, with everything. I feel like a lot of people don't get that support in their families when they decide to become musicians, but my parents were like, you want to go to school for music? Boom. You want to sing? Boom. Do what you want to do as long as you're happy. And I'm like, that's the kind of love and support artists need. And I feel like Latino culture, especially like in my family specifically, they're just super, super supportive. And I feel very, very grateful to have that support team to just hold me up when I'm feeling down and don't want to do music anymore. Like my family represents, and they push me harder and they push me farther, and they just help me to get where I am. And I feel like that is a very Latino thing. It's like, you still hungry? No, keep eating.
Raquel Rodriguez hanging out here on Cap Jazz SuperCruise. You have a brand new album coming out in the spring. What is the name of the album?
It's called Sweet Side.
Sweet Side.
Yeah. It's my very first full length.
Yeah. So we're looking, March, April, somewhere around there?
We're looking about early April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something for you to look forward to. What is your social media handle so folks can keep up with you?
My social media handles, they're same across the board. It's just 6 letters, RQLROD. It's like Rickelrod. But if you can't find that, my website is easy to remember. It's just Raquel.la.
There it
my
is.
name and where I'm from.
Yeah, that's so cool for sure. Raquel Rodriguez, first time on the Capital Jazz SuperCruise. She tore it up. Check her out most definitely. Thank you, my dear, for hanging out with us today on Cap Jazz TV. Bassman out.